Hey there, so in this video I want to talk about content criteria. Now, before we actually start acquiring content, we need to have a basis, okay? We need to have something we work off of, a foundation, okay? Because content is vast, there's so much of it, and we need a filter process to know what is good content and what is bad content, okay? We need to know what content we need and what content we don't. So I've broken it down into three things, okay? We have three colors here, and it's red, blue and green, okay? Now, let me break it down all for you. All right. Here's how it starts. This is the first. It goes from left to right. So the first thing you want to check when you come across an article is proof of popularity. What this means is you want to see how popular an article is. You want to be able to see right in front of your eyes that this article has a lot of engagement, it has a lot of interest, and people just love this, and there's a big audience for it. Okay. And then that links into the bottom part of this, which is a huge audience. Now, if it's super popular, you'll also be able to tell if it's got a huge audience, okay? Because the popularity on a small audience, it might have 5,000 people engaging with it and it might look all cool. But then you're going to find some content which is going to have, 50,000 people engage with the article, okay? You'll see 50,000 comments and, 100k shares. This is the stuff with huge audiences, and this has unlimited scale. So it needs to be popular, and it also needs to have a decent sized audience. And if you want to go the extra mile, you go into the Facebook ads manager, you start creating an ad, and you type in the certain interest, and then once you put in the interest, it gives you a rough audience size. So that's one way you can find out what your audience size is and who you can target. Now, once you've got your audience right, and you know that this content is popular, it's getting engagement and people are interested in it, you want to make sure that you're working in a good niche. All right. Now you can simply go into Google, type in high AdSense paying CPC niches or something, high CPC AdSense niches or something, and it will show you a bunch of niches which pay the most when it comes to Google AdSense. Now you get that, you link it in with popular content, and you find a niche with a huge audience that pays well. Boom, you have cracked basically 30% of finding a top article. Okay, that's the main stuff. All right, that's the juicy part, that's where the money's at. This is where you decide how much you can scale it, who you can reach, and how much money you can make. And then we get into the middle. All right, now this is the content itself. Okay, that's the foundation of the content, that it's a popular topic, it's a high paying topic, and it's got a huge audience to reach. Now we need to start looking at specifics. So the content we're looking for itself, it's either it needs to be controversial. Why? Because controversy is amazing. It creates a lot of engagement, it creates a roar, and people start going crazy, and you just get a whole influx of traffic. It's amazing. Okay, controversy is good, but at the same time it isn't necessary, but like I said, it's cool. And another thing is honesty. Okay, your content, whatever you're writing about, whatever you're teaching, or whatever you're giving out, cannot be bullshit. Okay, you don't want to get yourself caught up in that position where you're giving out false information, because then you get bad engagement, and then people report you to Facebook, you get your account shut down, AdSense doesn't like you, AdSense shuts you down, and you just look like an absolute fool. So honest content, okay, real good content. Controversy is super good if you can find it. In content, you need to have it. And finally, trendy content. All right, if something's in at the time, it is in at the time. People are interested in it, people are roaring about it, you get it up on your site and collect your fair share. So now we're looking at a popular article. Okay, we're looking at popular content in a high paying niche with a huge audience. But this content isn't just anything, it's it's controversial, but at the same time it's legit, it's truthful information. And also trendy comes with, it can be trendy, it doesn't have to. Personally, I recommend evergreen niches and articles much more than trendy articles, because evergreen, we can scale that for a lifetime. Okay, we can keep getting money out of it. With trends, you have it at the time, for the moment you can make a bit of money out of it, but a few months down the line or a few weeks down the line, the trend is gone. And then finally, to get even more specific with the articles, it needs to have a catchy headline, okay? Because the headline is everything about an article. If the headline isn't good, then the article doesn't mean shit, because people click on the article, they only read the article once they see that headline. So either, here's what you're going to be doing. Either you're going to be finding articles with good headlines already, or you're going to be coming up with some amazing headlines, okay? Because this is the core of your article. This is what holds it together, and this is what brings people to read your content, is the headlines, okay? And then now you want to give people a good, reading experience. So you want to have good images, okay? You want to have nice images throughout the content, so people don't get bored and they enjoy reading. And then finally, you want to be able to split this content into pages. You don't want one piece, one story which you have to keep on one page. You want articles like, 10 ways to run faster, or 5 ways to eat quicker, or 4 ways to lose weight faster. Just things where you can, article you can split into pages. Now this is beneficial in terms of money, it's beneficial in terms of reader experience. It has a lot of perks to have content that can be split into pages. So now in a whole, when we look at it, we need a niche which is popular, which pays a lot and has a huge audience, and then we need content which is possibly controversial but is honest and truthful at the same time, and it may even be trending at the time. And to make it even better, to make sure we can drive traffic to that content in that popular high-paying niche, we need a catchy headline. And then to make sure we can retain our readers, we need good images so they enjoy reading. And then we want to be able to split this content into pages, as that allows us to make more money and benefit off our readers even more. So that's it for the content criteria. I hope that made a lot of sense. If not, you can rewatch this video or view this image a couple times and make your own sense out of it. But that's it for now, and I'll catch you in the next video.